Welcome here to Mason High School. I'm Savannah Libby, joined alongside today by my partner and special guest, Coach Planica. How are you doing tonight?
Great, Savannah. Thanks for having me. This is exciting.
Yeah, I mean, we're making history. This is the first ever Mason Sports Radio wrestling broadcast. Super excited to see what we can do here tonight. Also excited for this matchup. Do you want to give us a little bit of a breakdown?
Yeah, this is the first ever Mason Sports Radio broadcasting Mason Wrestling against Taylor. Taylor's a D2 school, but they're one of the stronger D2 schools. So Coach Maffey's been putting us up against stronger D2 schools. Doesn't want to show our hand against the GMC or some other local D1 schools. So this is senior night. So the kids are excited to wrestle. They've been waiting a while and can't wait to get it on.
Exactly. I mean, Taylor's part of the Cincinnati Hills League, which I know I was talking to Maffey earlier about this, that we'll go back on air after a brief intermission for the national anthem. Welcome back. Sorry for that brief intermission. Wasn't exactly sure what to expect. Still trying to work out the kinks here tonight as we, get rolling. Just a little bit of a breakdown for those who don't know wrestling with the scoreboard. We have the last names and the weight class up here for you to watch as we go along tonight, along with the team points to follow along live as we see how the Comets are going to wrestle. There's a lot of defaults tonight, unfortunately, because Taylor doesn't have a lot of members of the varsity squad.
Yeah, you see that Mason's already up 6-0 because Big Jack Hayden, freshman, has a forfeit. So that gives us 16 points. So what you'll see in the middle is the actual match score as it's going on. What you'll see at the far right and far left are the team score.
Exactly. There he was.
At 113, we've got Andrew Pitcher for Mason. He'll be wrestling Shane Linville from Taylor. And again, Mason is going to be in the black with the green trim, and Taylor's got the yellow trim. Andrew's getting into it right now. We've got double inside collar ties. Taylor just got in on a single leg shot, but Andrew's defending it nicely. Andrew just wants to sprawl here and keep his weight on him. He's trying to stay square. And that's two. That's a takedown for Taylor. So in wrestling, when you take somebody down, you get 2 points. So Taylor's up 2-0 on Pitcher from Mason. Right now, it looks like Taylor might be trying to throw in some legs on the top. He came back out in front. He's got a headlock. And they went out of bounds. So when we go out of bounds, we reset. You'll see that quite a bit in wrestling.
Yeah, just a few quick
Andrew's
facts.
in what we call referee's position right now. He starts down, and Taylor's going to mount on top, and they wrestle from the mat.
A little bit about Shane Linville. He's 7-17 on the season, 7 pins, 4th in the CHL for his weight class. So really just excited to see how Pitcher's going to fight him off tonight.
Yeah, Pitcher's pretty unorthodox though. Pitcher can muscle his way out of some positions. He's very flexible, very long limb. And he just got 2 points there. That's a reversal for Pitcher. So Andrew is about 106 pounder for us last year, and he's all the way up to 113. So he's getting quite big, quite fast. So we're 2-2 now. Pitcher still on top, trying to get a turn. Not sure what he's looking for here. A lot of times in wrestling, we get stuck in positions that we would say it's just kind of a 50-50 position. No man's really up, and then that's why we got a stalemate here. So the referee will reset him back into referee's position. Now Taylor's down since Pitcher got the reversal. And that's a caution on Pitcher. As you could see in our cameras, he had a little false start there, so that's just a warning. And we're wrestling. So Andrew's looking to turn him, looking to get some back points here. The whole goal is to get his shoulders on the mat. So Andrew's looking for a butcher here. He's looking to get his forearm. And Taylor is obviously looking to escape. And might be in another stalemate position, but no, Taylor's fighting. Now he could either get to his feet here and get one, but no, Andrew got back behind. So no change there. End of the first period, we're 2-2. Looks like a great wrestler here from Taylor. Pitcher's pretty good himself. Andrew's a sophomore for us. I believe his twin brother plays lacrosse.
Yeah.
Big running family. They do a lot of running. Dad is one of the running coaches, I believe, cross-country coach.
Exactly, cross-country and track. Just at a track meet this weekend up in Ashland.
That's Andrew's second caution there, so he's got to watch out. I think another one he's going to give up a penalty point. So
Pitcher currently sits 3rd in the GMC for his weight class, 14-14 on the season with 6 pins.
Yeah, he's doing a great job as a sophomore. And he keeps coming out in front, and he gives Taylor that stalemate position. Andrew really wants to stay behind Taylor and try to get some back points. We'll see what Coach Matthew and Coach Torres decide to do here. If they're going to put him up neutral, make him get on his feet again, try to score some points there, or if we're going to stay on the mat.
Now, Coach Planica, what would those necessarily mean for viewers who aren't as familiar with wrestling?
Yeah, so on the mat right now, Andrew's goal is to get his shoulders on the mat to pin him, and we haven't done that yet. So we're wrestling right now. Now we got some back points. Now we might get a pin here. So as you can see, we've got a full set of back points, which means 3 points. And Taylor's trying to kick out of it, but we may get the pin there. That's a pin for Andrew Pitcher. Yeah, Andrew does a great job. And again, just some strange positions, but sometimes you don't really care how it happened.
A great way to set his team up going into the rest of this duel.
So now Mason goes up 12-0. We head into the 120-pound weight class. We've got Sammer Sherman for Mason up against Jacob Smith for Taylor. Now Sammer is a real hammer for us. This could end quickly. We'll see if the Taylor gentleman is up to Sammer's level. Looks pretty strong. They both get into a collar tie position. Again, that's both men just kind of clamping on each other, feeling each other out. And again, we're neutral right here. Sammer's got an inside collar tie. He's looking to clear the left hand of the Taylor so he can take a shot. You'll see a lot of action in these lighter weight matches where you get a lot more shots. That's a shot for Sammer. All right, we rolled through. We've got some action. And on the edge of the mat, we will still want to keep wrestling. We're out of bounds. So now we get a reset back to neutral. And again, in these lightweight matches, you see a lot more shots taken, a lot more action. Both men are neutral. Again, we go to an inside collar tie for Taylor. Sammer is a junior for us. Does a really nice job. I think he came out wrestling his freshman year. That's a shot by Taylor. And nothing yet. They're still neutral. And Sammer works it into 2 for Mason. 2 for Mason. So Sammer did nice defense there on the shot by Taylor. So Sammer's again going to kind of control him from the back and try to get some back points. Looks like he might be going for an arm bar.
What would an arm bar look like prospectively for the rest of the match?
So think about, like, you know, the police putting your hands in cuffs behind your back, but we don't have the cuffs. So we're just trying to use our leverage, trying to use our arm as a bar and torque it over. So he lost that and gave up 1 escape. So that's 1 escape point for Taylor because we lost control. But Mason is known for its arm bars. We're known for our tilts. And we've got some really good turns from the top. He's looking to Coach Maffey to see what to do before he mounts in referee's position. Sammer mounts. And the Taylor tries a knee slide and reverses. That's a quick 2 for Taylor as he reverses Sammer. Sammer gets into a tripod.
He's trying to get up. Didn't quite look like he got it there. So just struggling.
So that was a nice reversal by Taylor. Right now, Sammer's probably trying to fight his hands down there, trying to peel his fingers and get his head out, which he did. There's no point change yet until Sammer gets both feet behind. I think we've got it now. That should be 2. Yeah, a little late on the 2, but
good positioning here from Sammer.
Sammer got 2 for the reversal, and he's going to go back to work trying to turn this young man.
You know, I'm surprised to see Sherman wrestling at 120. He's first in GMC for the 106 weight class.
Yeah, he's been all the way down to 106, and that's probably where he'll be at the end of the season. He's probably just wrestling up tonight to get some mat time. But yeah, he'll be down at 106. He's wrestled at 106 for the Comets quite a bit this year.
Looks like Marcel's
wrestlers. You'll see wrestlers go up or down as many as 2 or 3 weight classes within the season.
Yeah, typically it depends on their cert.
Yeah.
So for viewers who don't know what a cert is, would you like to explain that to us?
Yeah. So Sammer can certify to wrestle at 106 pounds, but then during the year he can go all the way up to 120. This is about as heavy as he'll go. But when he certifies to wrestle 106, that just means that he can weigh that much at the end of the year at the state tournament. And that's ultimately where he wants to be. He's looking for a half here. He's got it on the right side. We might get another set of back points here before the whistle. Did we get a count? There was no count there, but
time went out in the second period before he could fully get him on his back there. Going to head into the third period with Sherman leading 4-3.
Yeah, so we're heading into the third period with Sammer up 4-3 against a very strong Taylor kid. Sammer's going to start off down in referee's position. From here, we want to stand up and get to our feet, or we want to reverse to where we can get behind him. Sammer's looking to stand up. Taylor throws in a leg. We try to use that to control the hips. Right now, it looks like Sammer is trying to build his base, but yep, we got a reversal. So I would say in that position that Taylor tried a cradle and Sammer reversed it, but the referee is calling it illegal, either an illegal choke or something on Sammer to reset us. And again, some of that gets a little bit gray. Sammer stands up to his feet. Taylor's trying to trap the arm. Now he locked hands, so that's going to be a free point for Sammer. So you can't lock your hands like that. So he got an escape after the locking hands. So now Sammer's up 7-4 with about a minute left, and we're neutral.
So he's trying to use
now we'll see the Taylor wrestler get a lot more aggressive on his feet. Obviously he wants to win this, so he's going to want to take us down. Sammer might get defensive, or he might be offensive himself here. We'll see what he does. Both men look in pretty good shape, so cardio's not an issue here. Again, the lightweights tend to have high motors and they will wrestle. This could be a lot of weight for Sammer to handle, as he has wrestled 106, wrestling all the way up at 120. Might be a lot of weight for him to handle. This Taylor athlete does look significantly stronger and bigger. Sammer's got him in a front headlock. From here, he's going to look to pick his knee or to bounce his head off the mat. And we might score another two. Yep. We've got shoulders on the mat, folks. We're going to get a pin.
The count going on.
There it is.
2 pins in
and
a row
another
for
pin
Mason.
for the Mason Comets.
Exactly. Just great positioning for this team. Have a lot of defaults. I mean, some pretty good matches. See, that had, I'd say that was some pretty good competition for Sherman there.
Yeah, that was a strong kid. Very strong kid.
Wrestling up 2 weight classes up. You know, have to deal with that extra strength there.
Yeah, and Coach Matthew might be doing that to sharpen Sammer up before the league tournament too. Make him wrestle stronger kids, so when he gets down to 106, things will feel that much easier. We got Marcel Saburjanov, a returning state qualifier for the Comets. He is a hammer, and he's wrestling at 126 pounds, and he's got a forfeit. Yeah, I don't know if that Taylor guy wants anything to do with Marcel.
Yeah, another default there for the Comets.
And up next for us is Mitch McMillan. Mitch is another hammer for us. This would be at 132 pounds. Mitch just got accepted into the Chronicle, the student newspaper. So not only is he an athlete, he is a good writer.
Exactly. You know, he's going to be under one of our own from Sports Radio, Andrew Little.
And Mitch takes him down easily. Mitch also runs for the Mason Cross Country team. He is a well-rounded athlete, student athlete with the newspaper and multiple sports. So
yeah, trying to get a quick pin
Mitch
here.
just got a quick tilt, and that's a little bit of an arm bar you see he's got there. He's got the wrist, but he wants to throw his arm in. He's going for a cradle, it looks like.
Seems to be overpowering him.
I think Mitch should be able to handle this young man. We'll see what he wants to do. But again, Taylor's been sending some strong guys out there. Again, this is going to improve them too to win their league. They're wrestling us, and they're getting better. So Mitch, again, is trying to turn him, trying to get a few back points. Looks like he might have a cradle locked up shortly. Mitch goes for another tilt and gets another set of back points. So again, Mitch is one of our lightweight wrestlers. He's just got a really good top game, meaning that he can turn you when he's on top pretty easily. Mitch has got that wrist, and he rolls. Well, he's trying to roll through. So again, imagine just grabbing somebody's wrist when you're on their back and just rolling through. Wrestling seems a little bit awkward, but it's a lot of leverage. And Mitch is going to try to get the pin here at the end of the first period. And he misses it. So great job for Mitch. He puts up 7 points in the first.
It's going to end with 10 after that 3.
So again, Mitch is choosing top right now because we know that he's such a force on top. And he's going to go right back to work turning this kid some more. So right now, Taylor's going to look to stand up or reverse him or switch. There may not be a lot he can do on bottom when Mitch is on top of you. Again, Mitch is one of our smarter guys. He's very cerebral. Obviously, if he's good enough for the newspaper, he can handle some complex moves. And we see it right here. He puts him right back into a cradle. And he gets that bottom knee in the side. And he switches it to a half. He's got the arm laced. And he's getting some more back points. And he's got him what looks like a picture frame. And again, Taylor right now is just fighting to stay off of his back. Mitch is making some small adjustments.
You know, Bergerson here, extremely overpowered, mainly just because, you know, Mitchell wrestles 132 weight in, 133.1. Bergerson weighed in at 125.8, so coming into this pretty light.
Yeah.
You know, it looks like he's getting fairly overpowered by McMillan. He's going to have another count on.
And it looks like Mitch just reloaded another arm bar, and he may get the pin here against this young man. He's adjusting his legs, changing where he's putting the weight on that shoulder. And that's a pin. So another 6 points for the Comets. And again, Mitch does a great job on the cross-country field and in the classroom. Next up is another multi-sport athlete, Chase Blevins, who plays football for the Comets. I believe he caught a couple of touchdowns in our playoff game. So Chase Blevins is a crowd favorite because he likes to throw people. So you might see this kid get tossed. So you might see a lat drop and a little bit of a shove out of bounds, but Chase is pretty athletic. And yeah, we did get one penalty point there for the shove out of bounds. Wasn't necessary, but I think Chase is juiced up right now. So again, the crowd tends to like Chase because he can do some big moves. He does freestyle wrestling for us in the spring. And there's a lat drop to his back. Right to his back. That's a 5-point move. So you just get the 2 for the takedown and 3 back points. Chase likes to send people from their feet to their back in about 1 second.
It's the count on already. Really just, as you were saying, came into this juiced up. A lot of excitement here, a lot of energy. You can just see him on the mat. Cardio seems pretty good.
Yeah, we've got a couple wrestlers coming up in these upper weight classes that like to end it quickly. And again, Taylor's doing a nice job of fighting off their back and giving great effort against some good Mason technique. And again, just like Mitch did, Chase is trying to make some fine adjustments right now to get the pin. Yeah, I think Coach Matthew and Coach Torres will have a little talk with him about the shove out of bounds. But yeah, that's another pin for the Mason Comets. Another 6 points. So what do you think, Savannah?
You know, I think it's been fun so far just watching this and just getting to be on air with you tonight. You know, I'm super excited. You know, there's a lot of defaults. Comets are taking this one so far 36-0. So, you know, I'm super excited to see what's in store for us for the rest of the night.
Wrestling's got some great moments of excitement. Here's another athlete for us, Josh Ullum. Looks like he's got a strong Taylor guy, but Josh is very athletic. I believe his sister runs in college for Penn State.
Yeah.
I believe his brother plays basketball for our men's team, perhaps.
Yeah.
But we've got Josh, and he is a stud wrestler. So Taylor got 2 there in a kind of an awkward takedown. Josh is looking to reverse himself.
It's really just a battle of strength right now.
Yeah.
A lot of back and forth.
The thing with Josh, though, is he's got great cardio, so he can go the full 6 minutes. So again, in wrestling, each period is 2 minutes, and sometimes it comes down to who's got the best cardio. So this Taylor kid might be feeling good now, but I think Josh is going to be here as long as he needs to. So it looks like Taylor's got the arm trapped, and they're looking for an arm bar as well. So yeah, he's got the arm bar with his elbow in the middle of Josh's back, trying to use leverage, and Josh gets to his feet. Taylor's still got a leg. Josh is on his feet, and they get out of bounds. They'll start back in referee's position since Taylor was on top.
I'm down 2 right now, but doesn't seem like a whole lot with the amount of back and forth that we have going on.
Yeah, Josh gets right to his feet, then taken down by Taylor again. And Taylor's working the top. Obviously, they're looking to collect our wrist and get their turns when they have their chances. Down here, Josh is looking to clear his wrist to get his wrist free. Looking to get back to his feet. But this looks like a pretty strong Taylor guy. And it's the end of the first. Taylor's only up 2-0 though. They didn't get any back points there. So Josh did a nice job surviving the storm. So right here in wrestling, the referee will give choice. So Josh, they'll look to the coaches, and Taylor shows down. They clearly think they can stand up easily against Josh. And he tries to switch. Josh traps the arm. And Josh throws his arm bar in. So it could have been a bad choice for Taylor to pick bottom. I bet you in practice, Josh is wrestling Mitch McMillan. They've both been working bars on each other. Josh has got a pretty deep arm bar, but he wants to collect that opposite wrist. So that hand that Taylor has free, Josh really wants to collect that. He wants to grab that hand and take it away. But he's still got the arm bar in. Josh is doing a nice job on top. And again, this is where Josh's fitness will really come into play.
He's really just trying to fight this one out.
Josh has got a stack.
On his back.
That's a stack. So that's 2 back points, I believe. So the back points are based on how long the shoulders are on the mat. The referee will count. You'll see him wave his hand. And you see he has 2 fingers because he's going to award 2 back points for Josh. Great job there, Josh, tying up the score. So again, Savannah, these lightweights, they really give us a lot of action. You won't see this with the big boys as much.
Yeah, exactly. Since their cardio is just incredibly good. As you can see with Josh here and throughout this entire match, really has just been, it's been a battle of strength,
yes.
Right? Swegard got tired a little bit early, and now Josh, as you were saying, his cardio is starting to kick in and really helping him throughout the second period. Going to bring us to the end of the second period, now tied after a tremendous
tied 2-2, and I believe it'll be
our
our choice. So Josh gets to choose if he's going to be up, down, or neutral, and he chooses down. So Josh has got the confidence that he can get up from this young man. Maybe he feels like he wore him out enough. Taylor does look tired. You know, muscles require oxygen, Savannah, so those things get tired. Josh reverses him. That's 2 points.
Josh really just fighting for that.
That's a quick 2 for Josh Ohm.
Showcasing some of his athleticism, as you were saying, has older siblings who are just incredible athletes as well.
Yeah.
Entire family super athletic. Jack Ohm starts in the varsity boys basketball team, one of the leading scorers for the Comets. You have Maddie Ohm, his older sister, runs track and field on scholarship at Penn State.
Yeah.
You know, set multiple school records here at Mason in cross country and track. Had one of the best 800 times in our school.
Yeah, they're really a family, a sports family, and you know that's hard to coach. You can't coach people just to be athletic, and Josh is athletic. He gets reversed there. Oh, that's a quick pin. That was a quick pin. So technically the shoulders have to be on the mat for a couple of seconds, and clearly Coach Maffey is not happy.
Yeah, seems to be very upset at the counting of that pin. Didn't exactly look like 5 seconds to me, but
yeah, so there should have been back points awarded there for sure because Josh was on his back, but that was a very quick pin, but the Comets give up 6 to Taylor. That might be one that we might throw the red challenge flag if we had one, but we don't. Next up, we've got Nathan Overlay. Overlay broke his collarbone last year, so this is his first full season wrestling varsity. He is another stud. He's a sophomore, and he takes Taylor down quickly. So Overlay and Ohm and Pitcher, these are part of our sophomore class that are very strong and very technical. They know a lot of great technique on top. And again, Nate had his whole freshman season taken out by a broken collarbone. It's good to see him out here. And again, you see him looking to gather a wrist, maybe a cradle. A lot of our taller wrestlers with long arms like to cradle their kids. That was a nice mat return there by Nate Overlay. Young man tried to stand up, and Nate just took him back down. Now, we say a lot of times wrestling's hard. Not everybody does it. If it was easy. Nate's got an arm bar in there, as you can see, just like Ohm, just like Mitch. And he loses it.
Really trying to work something right now. Keep him on the mat. So you can get around that back leg. Just fighting to keep that arm bar.
Yeah, we're trying to get it back. And that's a little bit of a tilt from the feet. Nate's doing a great job wrestling at the edge of the mat. We see a lot of kids just try to get out of bounds, but Nate continues to wrestle even at the edge of the mat. Taylor looks like he's just grabbing onto a leg, try to hang on. Coach Maffey's got those nice 50th anniversary singlets that the wrestlers are wearing tonight. This is the 50th anniversary of the Mason Comets wrestling program. Coach has got them outfitted in some really nice gear. So Mason's up 2-0, and we go neutral.
Still
so Nathan
36.
deferred the choice, just like football where you can defer the ball to the next half. Nathan deferred it to Taylor so he could choose next. They start off neutral. That's a little bit of a shot there from Nate, a single leg shot, and that's 2. So again, we see some similarities here, Savannah, between some of the lightweights that obviously train with each other. We see some of the same moves from Overlay that we did from Ohm. And that's another nice mat return. Taylor Wrestler's doing a good job fighting things off from the bottom, and he takes a shot. It looks like Nate sprawled on it pretty good. And again, when we say take a shot, that just means you're going for their legs, Savannah. It's basically like you're trying to tackle somebody, but they know it's coming. And that's a quick cradle and a quick pin for Nathan Overlay. That might have been a last-ditch effort there by Taylor to dive in.
Comets really just dominating tonight. Multiple pins we've seen so far. Now up 42-6 against Taylor. So just an incredible start to the evening.
Yeah, this is our senior, Waylon West. Waylon's another one that's going to put on a show. People like to see him wrestle, Savannah. He's probably going to toss this kid. Waylon likes to make some big explosive moves right away. Unlike Ullum, though, I would say Waylon's cardio is not so great, so he wants to end this thing quickly. Waylon could probably use some cardio club with Coach Planica. He needs to go running with me and Sam. But he will take him down again. You can tell Waylon's kind of like a cat stalking his prey. And he's letting him up here. The reason he's letting him up is because he wants to take him down again. So sometimes you'll see our better wrestlers take the wrestler down and let him up because they want to score more. And Coach wants to see him work a little bit. So here comes a third takedown for Waylon. We'll see if Coach keeps him on the mat. Nope, we're going to kick him again. And that's another two. So again, Waylon just becomes overwhelming sometimes for wrestlers. He's got a high motor in the first and second period. He's got great technique. He's been wrestling for a long time. He's got great parents. Looking for a pin here at the edge of the mat, which we can get. Yep.
He's going to finish that
one. His shoulders are out of bounds.
strong.
That still counts as long as his feet are in bounds. It looks like he might have been out. Our viewers might think that he was out of bounds, but nope. Our feet were still in bounds. Savannah, Ben's another senior for us.
Exactly. His walk-up song's Dancing in the Moonlight.
Yes.
Yeah, Coach Maffey had to honor the seniors, giving them all walk-up songs tonight. Most of them are default, unfortunately, so some of these seniors will not get to wrestle tonight.
Yes.
Like my brother, Sam Libby, unfortunately, he will not get to wrestle.
Yeah, we won't get to see Sam. He's another one that would put on a show for the fans. Huge athlete. We'll be seeing Sam up at Columbus this year, hopefully at the state tournament.
Currently ranked 6th in the state right now.
He is 6th in the state, that's correct, yeah.
For his weight class of 175, so one of those strong wrestlers for the Comets.
Now, Sam was definitely not 175 when he was a freshman, I'll tell you that. He was a lot smaller.
Hear these stories from Maffey of just Sam coming back after he started going to the gym and lifting 6 times a week.
Oh yeah, you could definitely tell. Sam turned into a monster. It looks like Ben Hart here is controlling his opponent pretty nice. He's got a leg in on top. Ben Hart has been a staple of the Mason Wrestling program. He's filled in wherever we need him. It's great to see him wrestling tonight. And he's another one that may turn it on to the district and state tournament this year. Ben, again, is very technical, very athletic, and has got great cardio.
Really just trying to go for the pin here. Can't quite get the positioning he wants, but still able to hold on to that armbar.
Yeah, Ben's doing a great job controlling his positions on the top. He's got a cradle right now. And that's it. Another pin for the Mason Comets. Great job for Ben on senior night. I'm sure his parents are proud. We've got another senior coming up here, Savannah, Nathan Warner, who is also a football player, multi-sport athlete. We always recommend to kids play multiple sports. And Nathan gets a forfeit. They defaulted at that weight class. They do not have a wrestler at that weight class. And this could be Sam Libby up here. I'll let you talk about him.
Sam Libby, 6th in the state right now for 175. Been wrestling forever. Also another default. Unfortunately, not gonna get to wrestle tonight on senior night. His teammates are super hyped up for him. Just having a blast so far.
Yeah.
Up 66. So I mean, a good team for them for senior night, just to have some fun. But also we've seen some pretty good matches here tonight, like the one we saw with Sherman, their coach Planica. So just some very interesting stuff. Have David Shue up on the mat right now. David Shue, only a freshman. Team likes to rally behind him.
Yes, they love David Shue. We call him the People's Champ. He's definitely a fan favorite. He's another one that's a big man, but he could end up tossing this kid. He's very strong. He plays football for Coach Kastner. And he's the nicest young man, but he is very athletic. Crowd favorite. He's got a leg. And he's looking to finish this shot and sit him to his butt. And he got the 2. Not yet. He needs to capture that other leg. Now this is W. David's second year wrestling, so there's a lot that he doesn't know. He doesn't know how to capture that second leg. So they awarded a point for us for the Taylor wrestler fleeing the mat. And again, David had a nice shot there, but just couldn't finish it.
Come on, David, show!
David sprawls on this Taylor wrestler. Does a good job defending that shot. And again, you'll hear a lot of crowd noise with David Shue because he's such a fan favorite. Frequently you can see kids in the hallway yelling, "Shue!" Again, you get a nice picture there of that great 50th anniversary singlet. David gives up a quick 2 there. He wants to try to stand up right away. And that's 2 for Taylor. 1 point for Chu for standing up. That was a quick 2 call. I believe David's hands touched the mat, which awarded the 2 points. There's a lot of technical stuff in wrestling, but the best thing I can tell you is that it's not WWE. It's real high school folk style wrestling. Again, David's another kid that's going to fight for us till the end. He's got great cardio. I think that comes from playing football. Again, we love athletes that come off of cross country or football or other sports. So David's going to start off on top here in the second period, all tied up 2-2. And David immediately rolls him to his back and gives up the reversal. That's not what we want to do, Savannah. So right here he wants to fight this young man's hands, and he does. Chu does a nice job there, just giving up the 3 back points and not a pin. And again, Chu's a kid you never count out.
Come on, David!
He doesn't know what he doesn't know, and sometimes that's a kid that's hungry to win.
Yeah, as you were saying, only his second year wrestling, so at a little bit of a disadvantage here against some of the other members of this Taylor squad, just because he doesn't know all the techniques yet. Still in the process of learning, but definitely seems like he's having fun.
Yeah, he'll figure this one out, and I'll be surprised to see if this kid can keep up with his cardio in the third period. David again goes in for a shot, doesn't get it, and gives up the 2 because he kept his hands on the mat. And again, as the Taylor wrestler defended that, David kept his hands on the mat, which gave the 2 points. And he immediately gets to his feet. That's an escape for David. He's doing a great job standing up. And it's 9-4. David dives in for another shot. He wants to elevate that ankle and bring it up over his head. He wants to bring his hips in. Looks like we're at the end of the second period here. About 15 seconds left. and we get a reset. Could have been a stalemate, I believe. So again, the referee will call a stalemate if it looks like both wrestlers are kind of stuck, not moving. No, that was blood time, maybe. We've got our first blood time. Honestly, Savannah, I'm surprised this is our first blood time.
Well, I mean, most of these matches have been quick wins, so
yeah.
been a pretty good night so far for the Comets. 66-6 right now.
Great night.
Only one more match left here.
We've got the heavyweight match coming up. Big senior Jordan McFarland.
He's going to face
football
off.
coaches out there watching. Jordan is looking for a football scholarship, and he is a stud.
Yeah.
And again, we've got blood time in wrestling. Just when a wrestler's nose is bleeding or any area of their body is bleeding, we don't want to cross-contaminate that stuff, so the medical staff comes out and cleans them up. Coach Torres comes out and helps out. You'll notice his mustache tonight is on point. It just got trimmed up at the barbershop today, and it's looking really good. Kind of a Raleigh Fingers action. Beautiful mustache on Coach Torres.
Maybe just boosting the morale of the team right now.
Yes, it does. It gets the kids hyped, gets them very excited.
Can see all of the most of the bench just over there smiling.
Yeah,
looking at his mustache.
They really like Coach Torres. And you'll see Coach Maffey out here now. He's got a great beard himself. These are two men that pride themselves on facial grooming. David Chu's all cleaned up and he's ready to roll. Let's see if we can go quick toss here in the last 10 seconds. They're just pawing at each other. Taylor dives in and David defends it. And no change. We're heading into the third period with Taylor up 9-4 over David, the People's Champ, Chu. David wants to go neutral. That means they're going to start off on their feet. We think that we can take him down. Since he's down, David's going to have to press the action here. He's going to have to do something, Savannah.
Come on, David, you know what you need.
Again, the crowd wants to see it. They want to see David succeed. He's a friend to a lot of the wrestlers on the team. He loves his teachers, loves his classes. He loves wearing that green, but he gives up a takedown. It's 11-4 with just over a minute left. David is getting to his feet easily, and he's looking to reverse him. Yes, this might be where David can get it in transition, Savannah. When he's wrestling around on the mat, he could catch this kid on his back. That may be how it has to happen for David Chu. Looks like we've got some more blood. Sometimes once that stops, it's hard to start. Once it starts, it's hard to stop.
Yeah, I know. Last Wednesday, we had to see Jordan McFarland get his entire head taped up just so they could stop some of that bleeding during his match.
Wrapped, yep. And you got to think, you're in there. These wrestlers are fighting with each other. It's a very physical sport. It's a very demanding sport. And again, you're all by yourself out there. There's no teammates to save you. So wrestling definitely is an individual sport, and you wrestle for your team. So as you can see the team score right now, 66-6. Right now, David out there is wrestling for the Mason Comets. He's trying to put together a final move here that can end this match. Because it doesn't really matter what the score is. If David pins his man, it doesn't matter what the score is at the time. So David is going to look to pin in the next minute and 8 seconds. Right now, Coach Torres doing a nice job helping the medical staff clean up that blood. He wants to get his wrestler back out there. Coach Torres wrestled for the Ohio State Buckeyes and was a state champion for Lakota West. Head Coach Maffey played professional soccer and is a history teacher here at school. Again, one of the favorites of the kids. Coach Maffey runs a great classroom and is building a great wrestling program here in Mason. Coach Torres on the mat right now, I believe, is helping out the youth program as well, which has got a lot of young wrestlers coming up for us. David starts off down. Again, he's going to look to reverse this athlete. Taylor gets a caution on the top. Again, a little bit of nerves there. Just a false start. David gets to his feet easily. Now we got to go. He's got to take him down. We've got under a minute remaining.
Let's go, David!
David's going to look to pull off something big. Maybe a throw, maybe a lat drop. Hopefully he doesn't just dive into his leg, and he did. David's looking at the clock. We want him to wrestle. David's got about 30 seconds left. Taylor's looking just to defend here. Both athletes look pretty tired.
Maybe where that cardio is going to come in here for Shu.
Yeah, you really don't know how hard this is, Savannah. These both men are going the full 6 minutes. This is very exhausting. A lot of people think wrestling looks easy until they try it.
Yeah, I know. My brother compared the amount of calories you burn in one single wrestling match is insane. It's compared to something like a marathon.
It is. It's like every muscle in your body is working, and David gives up the loss there. That's a major decision, 15-5. So that's 4 points for Taylor. Should be 66-10. And here come the big heavyweights.
McFarland's going to come up to the mat now. Senior for the Comets, wrestling 285 on the season. Super excited for this matchup here tonight.
Yeah, Jordan's only wrestled a couple years for us, but he's a strong young man, plays football, and looks like he got a takedown.
First in the GMC for the 285-pound weight class, 29 on the season with 13 pins. So one of the stronger members of this Comets lineup that they can rely on if they need to.
Yeah, I think Jordan's looking to win the GMC in the heavyweight division this year. Again, he's another wrestler for us that could make some noise at the district tournament or state tournament. Again, Jordan has improved very quickly over the last 2 years. Took over this year for Skylar Horn last year that graduated for us last year.
Skylar, who's now currently is in the Marines.
Yeah. You can see big Jonathan Hendricks in the background there. That'll be a heavyweight of the future. Jonathan's a freshman. Right now he's just relegated to being the mat tapper, but you'll be seeing him on the heavyweight mat next year. Looks like we got some more blood time, Savannah. Leave it to the big boys to start bleeding at the end. They're cleaning that up. Again, coaches are helping them out. That's the great thing about the wrestling community, Savannah. You see the Taylor coaches helping us clean up. Our coaches are helping clean. It's really one of those sports that each school works pretty closely with the other school, and we've all been around each other for a while now. So Taylor came here last year with us. They brought their girls team. They've got a really great girls team at Taylor.
Yeah. Taylor's girls team wrestled against our own Comets team earlier this evening, as the Comets have a triad of matches going on tonight. Currently dealing with Lebanon.
Yeah, right now our girls are wrestling on the other mat against Lebanon and Taylor in kind of a mixer. Mason wrestling program was brought here a few years ago by Coach Maffey. This is the first Mason girls wrestling team was brought here by Coach Maffey. So he's done a lot of work in the background to bring wrestling up to par here in Mason. Did a great job with his varsity team, and then also building staff for his girls team.
Exactly. And you know, Coach Maffey, something about him, just when he came here, the program was coming off of a little bit of a culture shock with a new coach. So definitely helped to boost morale, turn that program around to now, teams doing fairly well, fairly healthy members as well. Definitely.
Yeah, he's definitely rebuilding us back up. We had a great run with Coach Mernan about 10 years ago. We won the GMC, and Coach Maffey came in a few years ago and cleaned up some things that had gone wrong for us and established a really good culture here at Mason. That it's we over me. It's all about we.
It's like Jordan's
got him on his back here, and that's a pin.
And that's going to finish out the night for us.
Another great night.
McFarland. Really, just as you're saying, a great night for the Comets. Comets are going to finish 72-10 on the night there. Just incredible performance we've seen so far tonight. Now, do you have any finishing thoughts for us, Coach Planica?
No, it's just great to have Taylor out here again. We're making them better. They're making us better. And we wish them well in their league tournament. And we hope to cheer on some of these guys in the D2 tournament. I know they've got a couple wrestlers that'll be up there at state. So we thank Taylor for coming out. And it was great to see the Mason on display here tonight. Senior night did a great job.
Yeah, I'm incredibly grateful that you had the opportunity to come tonight and be on this broadcast for our first ever Mason Comets Wrestling on-air Mason Sports Radio broadcast. Really just historic night. Incredibly grateful for the chance to call with you. Been learning so much tonight just from being with you and talking with you. I know our listeners have probably had a very entertaining evening.
Yeah, hopefully they had fun and saw wrestling is a fun, exciting sport. The crowd loves it. If you want to give it a shot, contact Coach Maffey here at the high school, and it takes no experience to start wrestling.
Yeah, definitely gonna do this again. Thank you so much for coming out. Comets will finish this one 72-10.